Hi, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are Wheelchair Adventures. And someone asked us about Alaska and shore excursions. So we've been meaning to do this, but we've been kind of busy.
Yeah, life got in the way.
Yeah, so here we are, and we want to talk to you and tell you about some amazing companies that we found along the way that we have used, and we've just had such a great time. We've loved Alaska, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah, and with next year, it'll be coming up, so now's the time to plan. So let's start with, where do you want to start? There's three. There's Juneau, Skagway, and Ketchikan. Where do you want to start?
Ketchikan.
Okay, Ketchikan is a great place to shop if you don't want to go out on an excursion. But we found a fabulous whale watching company that will take you out. They have a ramp that goes up on their boat, and there's a nice place. It's covered. I think the most people it takes is 12. We went, and I think the first time there were 6 in all, including us.
Yes.
And then the second time there were only 4, including us. So it's called Eagle One Enterprises. They're great.
Yes, they are.
The first time we used them this past summer when we went back to back. We went northbound and then southbound. And we only had them scheduled for one day, our first, when we were heading northbound. And when we stopped in Ketchikan, it was was it kind of rainy that day? I think it actually kind of stopped when we were out on the boat. But you have to go down a ramp, and they have another place they can park as well. But if they know that a wheelchair is coming. But they helped us down the ramp, and then we got on the boat. Maddie had plenty of room to be able to see out of the boat. And we went and we saw bald eagles, a mama bald eagle and a baby in the nest. And we saw, do you remember what else we saw?
Oh, seals.
Seals. There's a little island where all these seals are
hanging out. That's right.
Remember that? Mm-hmm. And then we saw some whales. It was such a good time, and they were so good to us that on the way back, when we were coming southbound, we decided to use them again. So again, we went out, and there were, like I said, there were 4 people. Yeah. Maddie and I and another couple. It was a nice day, and we kind of went alongside a whale that was going up our channel, and then she met up with another whale, and we got the greatest video and pictures of them coming out. What do they call bubble feeding?
Yes,
they did that a couple times, where they go around in circles and get all the fish all agitated and disoriented, and then they just come up with their big mouths and go, bro. So if you go to Facebook, Wheelchair Adventures, or Instagram, Wheelchair Adventures 8564, just like our YouTube channel, you will see some pictures and some video of the whales. It was just closest I've ever been to a humpback whale, and it was just so cool. They did the bubble feeding a couple times, like I said, and it was just, we never got to see the seals or the bald eagles again, because we just, once we left the harbor, it was just whales. So,
we were focused on the whales.
It's a perfect whale day. It was just, beyond expectations. So, Eagle One Enterprises, they are, you can book online, and when you get to Ketchikan, you go into there's a visitor center right by where you get off the ship if you're docked right across the street from all the shops. It's a visitor center, and you go in, and they have a little booth there that you check in, and then you just walk over to the boat. Like I said, there's a couple places where they can park, but depending on the tide and everything, but they help you. They're just wonderful,
they're great.
Wonderful people. So check them out. And it doesn't matter if you're in a wheelchair or not. It's a great, great company. Eagle One Enterprises in Ketchikan. You got to do it because they are good.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Skagway or Juneau?
Juneau.
Juneau. Okay, so Juneau, in 2022, we went to Alaska as well, and we had planned on going up on a helicopter, a ride with coastal helicopters, and we couldn't go because the weather was bad.
Yeah.
So when we were going to go that year, 2022, they didn't have an accessible vehicle to transport Maddie. So that's usually included in your price. But back in 22, they didn't have an accessible vehicle. So this year, when we went back, I wanted to get Maddie up on a glacier.
Yeah.
In a helicopter. So
It was amazing.
Mm-hmm. So again, I booked it, and lo and behold, they had purchased a vehicle that would fit a wheelchair in. So she was able to just roll into the vehicle.
Yep.
From right by the ship. They picked us up, transported us to the airfield, and then they have a, what do you call it? Ugh, my mind just went blank. A lift that will take people with disabilities up into the helicopter. So what we did, we went out, they brought it down. It was like a seat that just comes down into the ground. I transferred Maddie into the chair, and then she went up, and then I helped her move over into the helicopter seat. And off we went. And there were there's 6 people in the helicopter and all.
Yes.
Yeah, about 6.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful, beautiful scenery. We went up to, I don't remember the name of the glacier that we landed on, but it was beautiful. Yeah, it wasn't, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It was a glacier, and it was amazing. And Maddie couldn't get out of the helicopter.
Nope.
On the glacier. And we knew that from the beginning, but just being up there.
It was awesome.
He opened all the doors, and she could just look out, and just, it's so beautiful. And it's
being
just
on
like
top of a glacier is really cool.
Right. It's just like another world. Yeah, it was amazing. So she got to do that. And then when we got back to the airfield, same thing, scooted her over onto the seat. The seat went down, and then transferred her over to her wheelchair.
Yeah.
So coastal helicopters in Juneau, Alaska, very helpful, all accessible.
Yeah.
We would do it again if we went back to Juneau.
Yes.
Yeah, it was just, it's just
stunning.
Stunning is,
That's a good word for it.
Good word, stunning. Okay, the only one we have left, we talked about Excursions, I think, did we not? An Icy Point Strait on our, we couldn't get into Icy Point Strait, but on the Excursions, another one in, well, actually Skagway, we've done 2 excursions that are good. Back in 2022, we used, let me get the name of, Skagway Private Tours, and we had so much fun. We went up to the Yukon, so you have to bring your passport, and you have to pass over into Canada, but it was so much fun. It's beautiful scenery. Again, it was a private vehicle, so I had to lift Maddie in to the van, which I can do, so that wasn't a problem. And we put her wheelchair in the back, but it was a van.
Yeah.
Because there were 5 of us.
Yeah, Marcia and Uncle driving.
Yes. So we drove up and stopped along the way, and just beautiful scenery. But then we went up to a dog musher camp.
Yeah, we got to play with puppies.
We got to play with husky puppies, and they were so cute. So we should put pictures from that up there on our
Instagram and Facebook.
Because we just started our Instagram this summer, so we haven't caught up with all of our pictures.
Did we do it on Facebook?
on our personal, but not on Wheelchair Adventures.
Yeah.
So
no.
we will put up some cute
Yeah.
little puppy pictures on
That's a good idea.
Instagram, on
Yeah.
our Wheelchair Adventures Instagram.
Yeah.
And while we were at the musher camp, we got to talk to a lady who had, I don't know how many Iditarods she had competed in. Her name was Michelle, and I can't remember her last name. But it was so much fun going up there, and we actually got to be in it was like a
Jeep thing?
kind of a Jeep. Yeah, it was bigger than an ATV, but and then the dogs, because she does that to train them, they pulled us around. It was fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, just the puppies were so cute. Yeah. So yeah, definitely put some pictures up. So that was our trip in 2022. When Maddie and I went up this past summer, we wanted to go on the train. There's a train that goes up to, I believe it's White Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so let me find that. So I called them because sometimes I had noticed that the cruise line put it in as an excursion, an accessible excursion. But when I checked it for us this past summer, they didn't have it as an excursion. So I called, I knew that people could get on because the cruise line had that as a option. Can't find it, but I think it's the White Pass Railway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. So I will find it. But so I called them, the actual company, and I said, I told them the situation, and they said, great, there's no problem with Maddie getting on the train. They have a lift. They said the only thing is if you're not, because if you're booked on the ship tour, the train ride, then you can get on right off the dock. There's actually a train station right by where the ships dock. And otherwise you would have to walk into town to the central train station, which is about a 5 or 10 minute walk.
Yeah, it's not
and
bad.
I thought, oh, okay, but we were kind of tight on time.
Yeah, that's right. We were running around.
Yeah, right.
Like crazy people.
Yeah, because we wanted to get everything in.
Yeah.
But so I said, okay, well, I'm going to contact the ship, or the special excursions, shore excursions for people with disabilities. So I did, and I think, I'm trying to remember now. I booked it through the cruise line not as an accessible, just as a regular train ride. And then I emailed the Shore Express, whatever the email is that you use for shore excursions on Celebrity if you have a disability. And if anybody needs that, you can comment and I'll send you the email address. But I said to them, I have booked this excursion through the cruise line, but my daughter needs a lift to get onto the train. And the train company says that they can do that. So she's going to be there. So they said, okay, well, let us check with the train company. And so they did, and they came back and they said, yeah, they can accommodate you. So it was just a matter of they did not offer it on their website as accessible, but I just booked the regular, as if it wasn't accessible, and then just let them know that we would be coming. And there were several other people that were in wheelchairs as well. So I don't know what the big deal was. They must have forgotten to put it on the website or something as an accessible excursion, because there are hardly any accessible excursions. If you are a frequent Celebrity cruiser, there's hardly anything. So
you have to do your own.
You have to do your own research. You have to do, whatever you need to do to go out and have some fun. So hopefully,
This will help you.
Hopefully this will help you. There's some pretty good ideas. If anybody has any other things that they've done, feel free to comment and let other people know, because we're all trying to help each other find more fun things that everybody can do, not just able-bodied people, because it's all one big adventure, and we all need to help each other out. If you have any questions, please let us know, and like I said, I'll answer whatever I can. I don't always have the answer, but I will help however I can. And let me just find that train company. We have been on so many adventures that pretty sure it's White Pass. It's the only one in Skagway. So that's my notes, and I can't find anything. And what else have we done? Of course, Ketchikan is a great place to just walk around and shop. Juneau is a great place to just walk around and shop. Oh, what did we do? In Juneau, we went up on the, I'll be darned if I can find it, but we went up on the cable car that goes up the side of the mountain. That was in Juneau, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went our second time, our southbound this past summer. We took the cable car up, and that's accessible. And went way up. We didn't really have time because we had to get back for dinner. I think we were eating at a Tuscan Grill or something that was really good, and we don't want to miss it. But we did go up. We looked around a little bit, and then we came back down.
I had a hard time seeing a little bit.
Right. Well, it was so fast, and because you're in this cable car and you're going, up the mountain like this. But we didn't, like I said, we didn't have much time to look around. But it is doable. The cable car. I think part of the problem was there was a lot of people in line. So
we had to have someone help us speed it up. Remember, we had one of the guys he's like, excuse us.
Oh yeah, coming back down. Because we just gone up and we're like, we really have to get back down because it took so long to go up. Because we went later in the afternoon, and then we had to get back to. I'm pretty sure we had to get back to eat dinner. But it is doable, and they have some pretty cool things up there, I've heard. Okay. Anything else? Have any questions? I will put the company names that we used in the description so you can find them. We will put pictures of the Musher Camp on our Instagram
and Facebook.
And so if you like what we do, please subscribe.
It means a lot to us.
Please like, and like I said, we always welcome comments. We always welcome questions. Like I said, someone asked about excursions in Alaska, so here we are. We just hadn't gotten around to it yet. We've been kind of busy. But we're always willing to share whatever we know. So anyway, I am Kathy.
And I'm Maddie.
And we are Wheelchair Adventures, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.